I just built a super meta ad analyzer which can analyze all the ads which are running in a specified ad account. And then the most important thing and the most exciting thing that it can do is it can get all the information which is available in a specified ad creative. Now, the ad creative can be an image or a video that is being displayed to the Facebook users or people who are seeing the advertisement. Now, this agent, before getting on with it, is made for digital marketing agency owners who want to automate their process of ad analysis. Because right now, what is their process is without AI is they see the past ad creative, they analyze the past performances, and then they design a new ad creative, right? But to make that process easier, this whole thing is done by AI. How? Let me show it to you in this video. So let us get to it. Now, if you see on my screen here, what you can see is that there are two triggers. Now, of course, this agent can be talked to via chat also, and it can be used when executed by another workflow. Now, why executed by another workflow means that it can be part of a sub-agent as well. So it is part of an agent army, which I'll talk about in the later videos. However, when you can see here, what you can see here is that it gets an output from another agent and then it starts its work here. Now you might be thinking that, okay, it is a very simple process, right? There is only one agent tool and only some tools, right? But when I'll break it down to you, you will understand that it is actually a lot more complex than it actually looks. So let me start with it. First, it gets a trigger from another agent or a chat message, like I already explained. Then what it does is, these edit fields are just for specifying the query and the session ID. Now, session ID is the memory of another agent which is working. So, like I said, this agent right now is being used as a part of another workflow which is currently running, right? So, what happens is, it needs memory. Of course, every agent needs memory so that it can use its past output and give a better output, right? So similarly, this agent does not have memory of its own answer, but it also has memory of the entire agentic workflow which is running behind its back, because this is a sub agent, right? So if I simplify it more, this agent just is a piece of a larger puzzle that is running. So this memory is not of this agent. This memory is of the bigger agent which is controlling this agent, right? That is why it has access to more. So if I deep dive further, what is happening is, after it sets the query and the session ID for the simple memory, what it happens is activates this AI agent. Now this is the main thing, where everything is concentrated right now. So this AI agent has a particular prompt, right? Every agent has a particular prompt, which prompt is a specific instruction on how the agent should work, right? Simple. So if I go in this prompt, I can see that it is structured very nicely, and this prompt has a role, what the AI agent is supposed to do, right? So it is a meta ads executive, and it can search from meta ad metrics. Like, I'll just show it to you. So this is the role. The task is, you have to listen to the user's query and then give the appropriate meta ad analysis. Now this is the whole prompt. I'm not going into much detail because I'm going to show it to you how the whole thing works. And what I'm just going to tell you, the whole thing works, it is just structured in a proper way in this prompt. So it is nothing more than that. It is just how the agent is supposed to work, right? So, okay, this was the prompt. After that, this is the brain of the whole agent. This AI agent is nothing without this brain, right? So this chat model is GPT 4.1 mini, which enables it to think. Now I can use any model which I want, but GPT 4.1 mini is the fastest yet of OpenAI, and it consumes less token price as well. This is the memory which I just talked about. And now let us come to the execution. Now what is happening here, if you can see, is that the prompt which came through another workflow was gas cylinders ad by Indira Gas and Petroleum Private Limited, analysis of best 5 and worst 5. So what the prompt is asking it to do is that it needs to make an ad for gas cylinders, right? For a company named Indira Gas and Petroleum Private Limited. Okay. So it does not matter what the company name and the product name is. What matters is that what it is analyzing. So it is analyzing the best 5 and the worst 5 ads. Now, how it does is that it first gets the ad metrics. Now this ad metrics are all the ads which are currently running in the specified ad ID. Now if you can see, this is the whole ad ID. This is the ad ID of Indra Gas and Petroleum Private Limited on Facebook. This is already put. So this agent is currently only working for this company, Indra Gas and Petroleum Private Limited. However, if I wanted to work for multiple companies, I can just add a Google Sheet node saying that extract the ad ID respective to the particular company, right? Simple. So right now it is only working for one company. I can program it to work for as many companies as you want. So here I'll add a statement saying that you have to search, you have to get information from the Google Sheet node and then fill in the ad ID, right? Ad ID. So this was it, and this is the whole Facebook API and everything. I'll just send these are the access token, the fields, what I want it to be. So these are the fields that I am calling it from. So all the ads which I am getting. So if you can see, I am getting approximately 63 data, 62. So it starts from 0, right? So 63. So in each ad data, what I am getting is I am getting the impressions of a particular ad. Now, let me just break it down to you how Facebook ads work. So how the ads work is that in Facebook, when you are launching an ad of yourself or for another company, what you do is you create an ad ID, right? You create an ad ID from your personal ID, or you can make a business account or anything like that. And then you launch a campaign from a campaign name, so which targets a particular service or a particular product of a company, right? So if I talk about Indra Gas and Petroleum only, this is a petroleum company. For example, I'm launching for gas cylinders. So my campaign name will be about gas cylinder. After that, I will move on to ad sets. So ad sets specify what target audience you want to target. So I can target based on age group. So 15 to 25 years, 25 to 45 years, 45 to 60 years. These can be my target audience. And for each target audience, what I'll get is, for each target audience, I'll make a different ad set. And after making that ad set, I'll go in further, and in that particular ad set, I can run unlimited ads. So for one campaign name, I can have as many ad sets I want, which targets multiple target audiences, right? And for each ad set, I can have multiple ads. So it works like that. It is based on a particular hierarchy. And this is how this agent works. So what it is getting is, it is getting the baseline, the smallest hierarchical level, which is the ad. And for each ad, it is getting that impression, right? So if you can see here, these are the impressions for a particular ad. These are the reach of the particular ad. So, and these are the values, number of leads. So this is the indicator, on-site conversion lead group. And these 49 are the leads for this particular ads. And these are the number of clicks, which is the ad. This is the ad name. And if you can see right here, this is the campaign name, which the biggest hierarchy, campaign name, under which this is the ad set name. So this ad set is targeting based on the places, right? So it is targeting based on the states in India. If I talk about Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Uttarakhand, these are the states which it is targeting. So another ad set would be named by another state names, right? So it is based on grouping of various states. So it is targeting based on places. And after ad set, if you can see, this is the ad ID, which is the ad ID of this particular ad, not the ad ID from which we are making the campaigns. This is a different thing. From which we are making the campaign is, I told you, this one. This is the ad ID of this particular smallest hierarchical ad. This is the start date when it is started, and it is the stop date. So it is only getting data for 1 month. So yeah, this was the whole process of how it gets the ads based on the metrics. And now you will agree with me that it has, so currently 63 ads are running, like you just saw it. And out of those 63 ads, now it has information of each ad and how much impression, how much leads, how much reach it got for each ad, right? And after getting that information, I can ask any question about the ad metrics and it will be able to answer me. So getting back to our original query, Our original query was that gas cylinder ads by Indira Gas and Petroleum Limited, analysis of best 5 and worst 5. So out of the whole ad matrix, out of the 63 ad which we got, it will then search for the best ad and the worst ads. So 5 best and the 5 worst, based on the number of impressions and the number of leads. So if you can see, this one has a lot of leads, 1553 leads, right? And if we go down further, the number of leads will change, and depending on that, what it'll do is it will get the best 5 and the worst 5. Now after that, what it does is it gets the ad analysis of each of the ads. So after getting the ad, it then searches for the analysis of the ad. Now if you can see here, I have added this variable which is a from AI statement. Now this from AI statement is a very nice thing which is there in the platform I am building it on, so NA10, this no code tool, from where I can get the analysis which it got, and I am getting the ad ID of a specific ad which is being placed here, and I'm calling this. So if you can see, it is coming out like this for this particular execution, and it has to get 10 ads, right? Because 5 best and 5 worst according to the query. That is why it does the analysis of metrics and then it runs 10 times. And you'll be probably wondering that, okay, it runs 10 times, so it takes a lot of time, right? But no, it runs parallelly. This is the great thing about this. And after it runs parallelly, what it does is, for each ad, now it got the ad analysis. So if I talk about a particular ad, this was it for this ad. So it got an image URL and it got the object story spec. So right now there is nothing of value here. And if I talk about this image URL, this is a value which we'll use in our image analysis tool. And now some of the ads might be images, some of the ads might be videos, right? You can advertise either way. This ad was an image because it does not send any video ID. Now if I go with if I search for an ad with video, so this is an ad with a video, right? And why? Because I got a video ID. Now this video ID is very important for doing the video analysis. I'll just share that to you in a bit. So after getting the ad analysis of each ad, what it does it for the ads which are images, right? So you saw that some of the ad contains video ID and some of them don't. So for the ones who don't, it knows that it is a image, right? So it triggers this tool. This tool is another workflow. This tool is another agent. What this agent is doing is a very simple thing. What it does is it converts that particular link to a binary file, and because it was of image, and then it transfers it to an OpenAI image analyzer, which analyzes the whole image based on the prompt I have provided it, right? So this is the whole thing. And this was the analysis which I got for a particular ad creative. Ad creative is that particular photo or the video which you are using to advertise your ad. Sound simple enough? After doing the image analysis, now out of the 10, we can see here that it works 8 times for a particular execution. So we can know that 8 out of the whole 10 were images and the rest 2 were videos. So after it analyzes the image, the rest 2 for the videos, it uses this tool. And what this tool is that, now this is a bit complex and I'm not going to go in the whole thing, but I'll just tell it to you that first it converts video ID to a video URL. After that, it converts the video to a binary file and starts the video upload to Gemini. Now Gemini I used to analyze the videos, and you can use basically any platform, but I think Gemini's video analyzer is great right now. After uploading video to Gemini, it again converts that video to a binary. Again this node, because I want to upload again to Gemini. Now this started the upload and this is uploading and finalizing to Gemini. This is a very complex process and it took me a lot of time and reading of documentation to actually understand this. But explaining it is simple. So it first starts the upload to Gemini and then uploads it and finalizes the upload. Now the video is finally uploaded in Gemini. After that, it waits for a few time for Gemini to complete its analysis, and then it gets the analysis. Now this node is waiting for 5 seconds, if you can see, because I tested and it took approximately 3 to 4 seconds to get the video analysis, and depending on the length of the video, of course. And that is why I added on an error node also. This is the get analysis tool from Gemini, which we are getting. After that, if this tool runs into an error, which means that why will this run into an error? Because the analysis is not yet complete. So it again waits for 5 minutes and then again activates this tool. So till the time it does not give the right analysis and no error, it completely runs it in loop. This is the whole analysis of video. So after getting the image analysis and the video analysis, now it had all the analysis of the top 5 and the worst 5 images or videos, right? Do you agree with me? And I know it was a bit complex, but I'll just summarize it to you in a bit. What it is doing is, it is getting a query for a product of a particular company, right? And it is getting a query of depending on what it needs to do. So this query was about getting the 5 best and the 5 worst analysis. So now what it is doing, it is getting all the ads which are currently running of that particular company. And after getting all the ads, it is then searching for those who have the best number of leads or the best number of impressions for it to specify which is the best 5 and which is the worst 5. After it does that, what it does is it goes to ad analysis too. Now this ad analysis then gets the analysis of each of the particular ad creative and what all is in there. So if there is an image, it gets the image URL, and if there is a video, it gets the video ID. And after that, it then uses this tool, image analysis, for image analyzing and video analysis tool for video analyzing. Now, is it simple enough, right? This is not a very complex workflow which it is running, but it is working on very different levels and step by step. That is why it is a bit complex to understand. After getting the whole analysis of the ad creative, now what it does is, now it uses this GPT-4o mini, this is brain, to understand and analyze what it got, and after that it provides the final response. Now if you can see the final response, I'll just show it to you. This was the whole final response. I'll just show it to you. Yeah. So it gave this much analysis of the ads, and this it sent again to the main agent, right? So where it got this input from. If it would have gotten from the chat, it would have replied in the chat. Because it got from another workflow, it is sending that output to another workflow. It is using it to run another function, which we'll talk about in later videos. So, is it simple enough? I know it was a bit complex to understand, but it is very worthy because it has a lot of applications, very much. Because like I said, this can be used as a sub-agent as well, and it can be used to chat directly as well. And if you can see the implications which are behind this, it is completely replacing the job of a person who is just analyzing the ads of Meta and then finding out, because getting the analysis of 64 ads, 64 past ads for a person also is very difficult, right? He has to go see the image and then think of by himself that, okay, what was it? Because this GPT 4.1 mini or this any OpenAI model, any AI has the capabilities to search through multiple levels and has a brain whose analysis is way better than ours, because it works on multiple levels, right? It has multiple parameters. I think it has 1 to 2 trillion parameters which it works on, and this is completely outstanding which it can do. So this was it for today's video. I hope you found the content valuable and appreciated the whole AI workflow which is going behind it, and the brain of AI, the development of AI which is taking place. It is developing very fast right now, and nobody knows what will happen 6 months in the future because it is developing exponentially. So if you have any feedback, please share in the comment section below, and if you want to connect with me, please email me at shivanshanand0110@gmail.com. It is displayed on your screen. Thank you and have a wealthy life ahead.